Hello, welcome back to Budget Freedom Books. I'm here with my wife Jessica. My name is Christo, and today my beautiful wife is going to talk about how QuickBooks
and
budgeting is working for our business and making our business successful. Just of QuickBooks, yes.
I want to talk about it,
Yeah.
So when we started our business, I didn't have QuickBooks from the very beginning. I think I ran it for a year without QuickBooks.
Yes, you did.
It was a long time.
I think you were using Excel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but the first year we were only selling for about 6 months. I mean, it was the first year, and it wasn't so much. And I immediately bought QuickBooks by the end of that year because things were starting to pick up, and it tracks your stock. You can do budgets in it and print out reports for budget versus actual. What?
No, wait a second, because you're like QuickBooks guru. You're like, when you get into QuickBooks, it's like, it's your love life. It's
it
like,
is my life.
It's like, wow. No, I'm just saying, you're so passionate about QuickBooks. It's like, wow.
Thank you. I am,
Yes.
and I do. I love it.
Yeah.
So, all accounting software is good, but yeah, QuickBooks is my love. It's what I've learned and what I like, and it's super versatile, and it fits so many industries. So it is just really an awesome software to use. But yeah, so as soon as we started using QuickBooks, we were not only able to keep track of our stock, do all the invoicing. So even though we're selling through e-commerce, it's very, very important for you to invoice every single month. And the invoicing is complicated as well because you need to make sure that you invoice by country so that you can meet all the distance threshold requirements and monitor your sales to make sure that if you are starting to reach a distance threshold, you can register for VAT and the other things that you have to register according to the law in time, because you can't register after the fact. If you're getting close to a target, you have to register at least 3 months ahead of time to make sure that you don't get in trouble with the law. So it's really important to make sure that you do that. Also, it helps you because you are able to see your sales per platform in an accurate way on a report. It helps you to do year-to-date comparisons as your business grows. You can look back on previous years and see how much you were selling for that month in the previous years compared to now. Also, again, break it down by country, break it down by platform. There's just so much that you can do. And I mean, you're the CEO of the business. I just bring the reports to you.
I love...
But do you want to give any input on that?
Yes, I actually do, because what I want to say about QuickBooks is I love when actually you give me the reports, and when you come and I ask you how much are we up, or how's the business going, and you just quickly go open it and say, well, we're up 23% or 40%, and I'm like, yes, and I don't understand QuickBooks, but I understand the percentage and I understand the report. So yes, the reports are so useful, and like I can ask for any report and she can give it to me, stock, or for individual product, how much are we selling and what's going on. So you can do anything basically that I need as a CEO, whatever report I want, and if she can't make it, then I tell her, well, make it happen.
When have I not made a report? I can make any report in QuickBooks.
But that's what I'm saying. She's made any report that I've asked for, and I love it because you made the reports the way I can understand them at the end of the day. So, like you say, it's customized to the client that
but most importantly, what the reporting and what using QuickBooks has done for our business is it's given us the insight that we need to make business decisions to grow our business.
Definitely.
We have grown the business at a rate of 40 to 60% for the past 5 years, and that's a really huge percentage. It is natural for that to slow down as you get larger and larger. Obviously, the first years you experience huge growth, but even now when we're experiencing 40% growth, we are still able to make much better decisions. Like when we added that new product last year, remember? And we were kind of thinking, oh, we sold about this much. It wasn't that much. Remember when I made the report and then we realized, wow, we actually did double what we thought. So now we're able to use that report to budget now for the winter period to buy double of that stock so that we can sell more. The great thing also about QuickBooks, the reports for the sales per item, is it gives you your average cost, your average sales, and it tells you, the percentage of your the percentage of sales that item has out of your gross margin. So even if you think, well, we don't really sell this much of a product, like we were talking about that the other day with one of our other products, and then we saw it was actually 9.7% of our GDP, which is quite big. So even though we thought it wasn't really worth investing in, it's a respectable percentage of our sales. So we're going to continue to sell it. We're just not going to maybe invest as much as we were planning on. And we're going to move some of that investment to the higher selling stock. And another thing is, it's also really, really easy to identify when your eggs are all in one basket, let's say, when your sales are predominantly in one category, and you're able to identify, okay, why are we only selling that range? You know, what are we missing to have another range where we can split that income? And you want to have versatility like that in your business, because not everybody is always going to buy the same range. So if you only are selling in one range, when that range slows down, or like with seasons, like we have seasons, our winter is really strong and our summer is weaker, and that's exactly what we're correcting right now. We've identified now with these reports why the summer seasons are weaker for us, and we've already implemented new things to correct that for next year. But without the QuickBook reports, we would not be able to identify that. I mean, we would be able to identify it by guessing, but we wouldn't be able to have it as nailed down.
But that gives you like target. It's like the real number. It's like the percentage, like you know exactly what is going on. It's not like guessing, like you say. So the reports are...
And it's also showing you your actual income, your actual profit, which is really important, because you could be selling a lot of a product but not making enough profit, and that's still not going to help your business. So it helps with everything.
No, definitely. It's a key. That's why they say you need data to improve with everything, you know, algorithm data, that's what you need to.
And what we actually do on a daily basis, like he says, is every morning, my first thing is process the orders, invoice all the orders, you know, update the banks. I do my bookkeeping, and then I have we have like a 10-minute meeting, 10 to 15-minute meeting every single morning. We go over the budget, the cash flow, and the income of the business, and I pull a year-to-date comparison every single day, and I show him, okay, this is how much we were on last year, this is how much we're up this year, or how much we're down, but we're always up. So, and it's really encouraging, especially on those days when you feel like you're not doing very well, when you feel like the month is going really slow. When you pull a year-to-date comparison, you say, whoa, we're actually up 15%. Now maybe that 15% is only $100 or $200, because that's how bad you were doing last year. It still encourages you. It still gives you that hope to say, all right, it's not a lot more, but we're up. So let's keep working. So that we'll be even more up next year. And I think that is what's really critical, especially for small businesses or entrepreneurs or sole proprietors. It's so easy to get discouraged. It's so easy to think that your business is not doing what it needs to be doing. When sales are slow, or when you have a lot of expenses because you're investing in something, people automatically go to, my business is not doing well, my business is not performing. And that's what QuickBooks does for you, is it shows you, and not just QuickBooks, any accounting software, that's what it does for you, is it shows you exactly where you are financially, and it gives you a clear picture of whether you're up or down on your books. So I can't stress enough how important it is to have accounting software that's up to date for your business, literally on a daily basis. At least a weekly basis if you can't do it yourself. And not only to have it up to date, but for you to actually utilize it, to look at it. So if you have a bookkeeper, I offer bookkeeping services on my website. You can check that out if you need that. It starts at a really low price of $99 a month for full charge bookkeeping. So I am more than willing to help you out if you need it. But if you have a bookkeeper currently, just tell them, send me these reports. I need these reports every week so that you can stay encouraged, stay on top of your business, and move your business forward. Don't wait until a month or two later to look at reports from a month before or 2 months before. That's too far behind. You can't make decisions like that. You know? The last thing I wanted to talk about is our budget. So I also do have our budget for I've actually integrated our budget and our cash flow on the same spreadsheet for our business. So I have our budget, what we need for the month, and then I have our daily cash flow, so that we are able to make decisions on what we're going to pay, if we're going to make new orders, new investments, just keep the money flowing basically in the right direction, because as everybody knows, it's all about cash flow. You can have the best budget in the world, but if you don't monitor the cash flow, if you don't keep that cash flow in order, your budget's not going to work out, and you're going to wonder why the budget doesn't work for you. And it's not because the budget doesn't work, it's because you didn't take care of your cash flow. So cash flow is critical for a business because you have bills every single week. Especially if you're doing e-commerce, you have to pay that shipping constantly. You know, you have tax implications. You might need to pull money for yourself to support yourself to continue with the business.
Right.
Reordering stock is a huge thing. So it's definitely important to make sure that you have your budget and your cash flow and you stay up to date with it every single day. Again, before, I was always doing cash flow.
Yeah.
I was doing cash flow from the day I started my business. But in the beginning, I was learning, I guess, and I wasn't as tough on it. And we had a few hiccups. And I learned very quickly within the first 3 months that it had to be a daily thing, and we had to make sure that we were on top of it and that we were looking, you know, 2 to 3 weeks ahead of time with our cash flow all the time.
Yeah.
Do you have any comments on how we do the cash flow? And
no, I don't. I mean, it worked really well. I mean, we ran our business for so many years on a cash basis.
Well, we still do.
And you know, just because of what you're doing, you know.
It is possible to run your business on a fully cash basis if you have a really good cash flow system and if you can, you know, commit to working it. Because it's one thing to get a cash flow system. If you're not going to work it, if you're not going to keep up to date with it and follow it, it's still not going to help you.
Yeah.
So it is a commitment.
No, it is.
But I think for him, maybe he's forgetting, he's zoning out here a little bit, but he'll ask me a lot, can I order this? Can we do this? We need a new printer. Can I buy that? You know, and instead of him just going and, you know, using the business credit card and maxing it out and doing all these things, he's able to come to me, ask me, and I'm able to tell him very quickly, okay, we can do it now, we can do it in 3 days, or we can do it next week.
That's true, yes.
You know, and that's really, really critical also to making sure that you're not stressed out with your cash flow, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, it's really, it's everything. Like you say, cash flow is critical in a business. And like you say, if you don't have accounting...
Well, and having your budget.
Yes.
Because we have our set budget, so we know that before we are going to invest and spend any extra money, we need this budgeted amount so that we can pay all our bills, and then we can go ahead and move forward.
Well, guys, look, I don't know what I'm talking about. She's the one that, and you know, she's throwing me this question,
learning.
But I'm learning. But the thing is, you know, she's handling the accounts, and I trust her with everything. And you've done a great job. That's the thing. Our business has been going on a cash basis for so long, and whatever we needed to get, you know, everything has been, like you say, budgeted and to the point. You know, we knew what was going on. That's the thing. Know your numbers. It comes back to all this. Yeah. And I think it's very important, like say, if you don't have accounting software, you need to have one, right? It's very important.
You need an accounting software. You need to get your reports on a weekly basis, if not daily basis, from your accountant, bookkeeper, whatever it is. You need cash flow and budgeting. It's critical in business, especially small businesses, because you guys know we don't have cash to mess around with. You know, we don't have $1 million or $500,000 investment that we can just blow through.
One day.
I don't know. I don't want people investing in my business. I want my business to be 100% myself.
No, we'll have the $1 million.
Oh, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, when you have limited funds, you need to make sure that you use them properly so that you can grow them.
Right.
You know, the example is like planting a tree. If you're going to plant, you know, a vegetable tree or a fruit tree, if you're going to pick all the fruit off it in 1 or 2 days, you're not going to have fruit in the next week or two because it takes time to grow.
Right.
You know, and that's the same concept with your cash flow in your business. You need to take what you need, save what you can, and plant it, and give the tree time to grow and to make more money, grow more fruit. You know, it's the same kind of analogy. And I have a lot of clients that unfortunately struggle a lot with cash flow until they start working with me, because when they start working with me, I show them how important the cash flow is, and I show them how to handle their cash flow better. And once they learn that, some clients don't commit to it. Some clients continue with their ways and they continue to struggle. And I continue to do their books, but I can't take responsibility for the fact that they're struggling with their cash flow because they're not doing what they need to be doing. But the clients that do listen, that do implement a proper cash flow and a proper budget, and work their businesses, you know, with a plan and with commitments, and systematically, should I say, those people are doing a lot better. They're increasing their revenues, they're a lot less stressed, and they have cash in their business, which is really, really important.
Yeah.
So I hope that, guys, helps you guys, gives you something to think about with your business if you're not already doing these things. You know, don't think, oh, I'll do my books at the end of the year. Don't think, you know, every 6 months is okay. You cannot run a business like that. You do not want to find out at the end of the year or in 6 months that you made no profit or very little profit, you owe a ton in taxes, and that basically you've been wasting your time for a whole year. Don't let that happen to you guys. It is important.
To tell you the truth, if it wasn't for my wife being an accountant, if I had to have my own business, I would be closed by now, honestly, because I just blow my money and I didn't keep anything. I didn't budget. Yes, I would sell whatever I would sell. I would take the money and take it for me and just spend it. And then I would think, oh, what must I buy? I don't have money. So I'm telling you guys, it's really, and you've taught me that, thank you for that. It's really important to have a budget, you know, manage your cash flow, you know, manage your books, like say. Sorry, I just wanted to say that it's really, really important. And if you don't have an accountant or you don't know how to do your books, I mean, start small. I don't know.
Yeah.
Start from somewhere. That's what I'm saying. Like, right?
Yeah.
They need to start from somewhere.
Yeah. Just take control, take commitment, accept responsibility, and you be the driving force in your business. Don't wait for someone else to come tell you about your finances. Right. You should know them, you should drive them, you should push them.
Yeah.
That's the only way that you can succeed. All right, guys, so please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Let us have some comments from you guys. Let us know what you're thinking, if you like it or you don't like it. Hopefully you like it. And if you have any questions that we can expand on, you know, that's what we're here to do, is to help and to share our knowledge and to help you grow. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Peace out.